Whoa! Get us out of here. This is not good.
We're stuck.
What is it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's... Oh, we're caged.
Hello there guys, and welcome back to another one with us, the Review Bros. My name's Craig.
My name's Aaron.
And today we're bringing you a hypey one in the form of...
Kaged Elite by the guys at Kaged Supplements, aka Kris Gethin's brand. We are excited to get into this one. The label looks absolutely stacked. People are saying this is a very good pre-workout, and we're going to still keep it 100% honest despite them sending it down to us for this review. We do thank you, but it's time to be truthful as we move through those usuals.
Yes, the taste, the price, the label, the effects. Will this pre-workout be getting the job done?
Let's find out, guys. But first, please do hit the like button, do subscribe to our channel, and do comment your thoughts and feelings about this or anything else down below. It does help the algorithm. Now, we're here to help save you hard-earned cash. Is this product going to be the next product in your arsenal for this year? Let's get into it. We are into the first segment of these reviews, and that is the taste and the mixability. And this one, as far as we can see, comes in 2 different flavours thus far. It comes in strawberry lemonade, and the one we've got...
Fruit punch.
As you can see it right there, guys. You know, a lot of people say fruit punch is pretty boring. I've used this before today, but for the sake of the camera and you guys watching at home, I am going to pretend it's my very first time using it.
Sometimes you get some unique fruit punches. Is this going to be the case?
Look at that frothability. And the mixability.
Oh, there are bits at the bottom.
There is bits, but guys, it is like a 36 gram scoop. So yeah, that is a lot to get mixed up. It's one of the biggest scoops we've ever come across, isn't it?
100%. I don't think we've ever seen over 40, have we?
No. Well, one time NutriBio had 42 grams.
Yeah, so this is probably like second of all time or third minimum.
That's what she said. Let's get into this one.
Boom.
Fruit punch. Good, isn't it?
That's really nice.
A really unique fruit punch. It's not boring.
No.
It's got quite a slightly thicker consistency to it. I'm not surprised. 36 grams of material. I'd recommend at least
more water.
12, 14, 16 ounces of water, or 400 to 500 mil UK, guys, because that is a lot to mix up. It's got a bit of sourness there, which is nice. Very sweet, isn't it?
Yeah, very sweet, bit sour, thick fruit punch. Definitely like not a typical boring one. It's got its own thing going on.
It's one of the better fruit punches I've had. Should we do a 3, 2, 1 on it?
Do it.
3, 2, 1, 9 out of 10.
8.5 out of 10. I'm happy to go up. I mean, normally we do the mixability, don't we, to decide.
It's very good though, so you take the score you want, guys. It's good. You won't complain.
How much are you going to be paying to pick up this premium supplement? Well, you'll head over to kaged.com, where you'll find it on there for $54.99, and it is a genuine 20 serving tub, isn't it?
It is indeed. So 20 servings. You know the drill, guys. We have a consistent pricing scale here, where a 5 out of 10 is bang average for a pre-workout by today's standards, absolutely forgetting anything about it at all, including the label. So we do believe this is going to come in more expensive, and rightly so it does, at $2.75 per serving. UK, guys, for a translation straight across, that would be £2.03 Great British Sterling per the serving. Now, on that consistent pricing scale, yes, it's a 2 out of 10, so it is definitely a lot more expensive than an average product. Now, again, we say this quite often, it is a stacked label. You are getting 36 grams of material, so of course, you would argue it's a better than an average pre-workout from a label standpoint at the very least. So of course it's going to cost more. We always use that Ferrari analogy. You could go out and buy a cheap car, it's still going to get you A to B, or you could go out and get a Ferrari to get you A to B, but you're going to do it a lot better, aren't you? So there is that argument to be had. That being said, it still does cost a lot.
You might also argue you could get away with half scoop, 3/4 scoop. We'll get more into that as we move through the review. And if we do get any discount codes, we will chuck them below and pin them in the comments.
There we go, guys. Label time.
Get into this massive 36 gram serving size. First up, we delve into a bunch of B vitamins and minerals, don't we, Aaron?
We do indeed. For just general bodily function and health, we do take them on board nicely.
We'll take it. Then we've got Pump and Performance with L-citrulline at 10 grams.
Huge dose, guys. That's about as much as the human body can take before you start getting diminishing returns from it. It's going to help massively boost up nitric oxide levels up, help with vasodilation, blood flow, nutrient delivery, and ultimately pump in the gym.
Over double the normal dose we see. Then we've got beta-alanine as the carnosine registered form, 3.2 grams.
That clinical sweet spot dosage, guys, for the itchy paraphesia type feeling as the pre-workout kicks in. And obviously if you've taken it for a long enough period of time, it will help with endurance.
Lovely. Then we've got creatine monohydrate as CreaClear, 3 grams, and creatine nitrate as NO3T at 2 grams.
Which is really good. We're getting a couple of nice sources of creatine, yielding a total of 5 grams there. It's really going to help with the creatine benefits we see elsewhere, such as strength, endurance, pumps, a bit of everything really. We will take that on board.
Lovely, and we'll take that nitrate ability as well for some extra pumpy. And then we move into the power and burn matrix with betaine anhydrous as the beta power form, 2.5 grams.
We love it, guys. It's that clinical dosage, and it's an ingredient that really is a jack of all trades. It helps with endurance. There's some focus benefits from it, pumps, hydration. Love it.
Nice. Then we've got Carnipure, which is L-carnitine tartrate, 1.5 grams.
Which we again will take very nicely. It's a fat burning ingredient that also helps obviously metabolise those fat cells and will also yield a little bit of energy from doing so.
Lovely. Then we've got Cellular Hydration and ATP Amplifier Blend, taurine, 2 grams.
Double the norm, guys. Hydration, electrolyte balance, we like it.
Nice. Coconut fruit water powder, 500 milligrams.
A good dosage of that. That does help with the hydration element of the matrix.
Nice. Then we got Elevate ATP, 150 milligrams.
Oxygen uptake and endurance benefits from that, and that's that clinical dose here. Again, we're seeing a lot of fully dosed ingredients here.
Good stuff. Energy and Focus Blend, L-tyrosine, 2.5 grams.
Way above the norm. We normally only see that amino acid at about 1 gram, so we're getting a lovely dosage here. It's the amino acid, as I mentioned, responsible for focus, clarity, coordination, concentration, getting you in the zone.
Lovely. Then we got caffeine from Pure Caf, which is caffeine from organic green coffee bean and Amity, 388 milligrams.
Nice, we like that. We get the natural caffeine always feels a bit smoother. It normally kicks in at a nice rate, but also leaves the body at a nice rate. Obviously, that is coming on to 4 cups worth of coffee. So yeah, it's actually a decent amount.
Yeah. Then we've got Alpha GPC, 300 milligrams, yielding 150 milligrams of choline. So it does take a bit of a dip here, right?
Yeah, a bit lower, a little bit lower than we would have liked. But you know what? We'll take it. It's a choline type, as Craig mentioned, for focus and concentration, and will pair nicely with the L-tyrosine aforementioned.
Focus time. Then we have that Amity ingredient, 100 milligrams.
Which is the new ingredient from Applied Food Sciences, guys. It's a natural plant, and it helps with energy, and a smooth energy, they promise. So we're going to look forward to that one.
Smoothness for days. Then we've got Hoopersia serrata extract, 10 milligrams, yielding 100 micrograms.
Nice. Dubbed the learning chemical because it helps neuron connectivity within the brain, thus leading to a sense of focus and euphoria.
Lovely. We will really take that label. It's covering every element. There is no digestive aid though, Aaron.
Will that hold it back with such a huge amount to get into you? Let's get into the effects. Let's get into the effects of this product by Kaged Muscle. Now, obviously, the most important part of this and any other review. How is it going to translate in the real world? We've got a very nice, well-rounded label, but you know the drill. We blind test this stuff, and what do I mean? We don't look too heavily into the label before taking these products, and we go by how they truly feel in the gym. We don't let labels sway us one way or another, do we?
No, exactly, because like we've seen it many a time, fantastic labels can flop and bad labels can perform really well.
Absolutely. So we always start at the beginning, and this review is going to be no different. The beta-alanine, and why do we start with that? Well, you know the drill. It's normally the first ingredient to kick in, should it be in the product. And in this, we've got the carnosine version at that clinical dose 3.2. Now, yes, it does kick in, and it actually kicks in a bit more than I expected.
Yeah, for a couple of reasons. No digestive aid and a massive scoop, so obviously there's a lot to get through your system, but it kicks in like a 7, 8 out of 10 on the tingle scale, so you definitely get that sense of urgency, and more so than expected in general, really. With
Yeah,
this.
definitely. And obviously, if that's something you like that tingly paraphasia type feel, straight away, thumbs up, and we like it. So we do miss it if it's not in there.
Yeah.
Now, what comes in is a very, very, very smooth and consistent energy load, isn't it?
Yeah, it just feels really nice amount of energy, but definitely enough to feel it. You know, you're not going to be guessing like, oh, is it kicking in? Like, you will feel it, which is great, especially as it's more of a daily driver pre, right?
Absolutely. You won't be guessing that there's only 388 caffeine in there. It's ample enough, guys. On an energy standpoint, yes, absolutely talking whole spectrum of pre-workouts out there. It's probably only a 7 or an 8 out of 10, but I'll be honest with you. And that's what you want, isn't it? For a daily driver product, would you really want 10 out of 10 energy every day? In fact, no, I'm telling you now,
No,
I wouldn't. In
too
fact,
much.
this is probably about right, isn't it?
Sweet spot for energy, yeah. It's enough to get through most workouts. You know, maybe it would struggle a bit more if you're there for like 2.5, 3 hours for a grueling, ridiculously long leg or back day. But you know, how often do you have workouts like that?
Yeah, something we noticed more so with this pre-workout though, and probably because of how stacked it is and all the ingredients in there, was a definite sense of endurance.
Yeah, and power. Like, you just felt strong, healthy, full of endurance, smashing through the sets, getting close to PBs.
Yeah, you don't
Great.
feel like leaving the gym. That's the truth. And it's not even so much from that energy standpoint as much as that endurance standpoint, elevate ATP, betaine anhydrous, and a whole host of other ingredients. Perhaps potentially that tea ingredient keeps that caffeine rolling on. But honestly, from an energy and endurance standpoint, good. Now, what is the best element from this pre-workout for us?
Pumps.
Pumps on this. Nasty.
Yeah, really. And how could they not be nasty? Guys, you've seen the label. You know, when it comes to stimulant blends, you know, they can be a bit iffy in terms of how they come together in reality, but 9 times out of 10, a pump formula is, you know, how it looks on label is what it's going to give you in reality, and it does in this case.
It does. The pumps are a combination of the watery, swelling feel and look to it, but also a dry, internal, crampy style contraction pump.
Vascular.
So, yeah, so it hits from both of those elements. Almost, well, in fact, I say almost, it's as good as some of the best non-stim pump products on the market.
100%.
Because it is got some of the best and fully dosed pieces in there.
So pumps, focus just behind. Actually, let me reword this. Pumps, endurance, power, focus just behind, energy just behind that.
It is a very, very, very well-rounded product. Now, who's it for? It's for people who want productive bodybuilder style gains for a daily driver product.
Elite high-end athletes, you know, you don't want to muck around, take any shady ingredients. Perhaps you're tested in your job at work, or if you're doing any competitions, you'll be absolutely fine with this. You know, it's got all the high-end ingredients, you know, patented galore, registered here and there. You're not going to be getting any dodgy stuff with this.
No, and it's hitting all angles. Now, who's it not for? I'm truthful here. Stim junkies. It's not a strong pre-workout. We would be lying to you if we said it was. It's a mild stim product.
Yeah, it's also not weak though, is it? It's just, well, it's doing what it's trying to do. It's right in the middle there.
Yeah, you're asking us if we would use this product moving forth from this review, even though we've already reviewed it and we've got a lot of others to use. Yes, it's a very good bodybuilding pre-workout.
Now, what would we relate this to? C-Bums Pre, Greg Doucette's HDLT, you know, Gorilla Mode by More Plates, More Dates. Any others you can think of?
Not off the top of my head, but you know the big scoopers that have got all the daily driver. It's the premium of the premium. It's the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
It's the elite of the elite for daily driver. All round, healthy, endurance, bodybuilding, power. You know, we've summed it up.
It's ticking all the boxes and also with no negatives, right?
No nausea, no sickness, no digestive problems, surprisingly.
Yeah.
No
appetite suppression.
No crash, no keeping you up all night. It's just right.
Yeah, it's a safe bet. It's a healthy one. It's one that you'd use multiple times a week. No stresses, no health concerns. Lovely jubbly.
And you could even 3/4 scoop this. I really think that. I know that because I've done it myself.
Yeah,
and it
100%.
still performs very well. So if 388 caffeine is a bit much for you, and for some people it is,
if you're a beginner,
then there is that option. And that could spread that cost around a bit more, couldn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Bring it up to more affordable costs and last you longer.
So, yeah, cracking product. I'll be honest with you, it's probably my favourite. Well, it is my favourite so far from Kaged Muscle.
Yeah, 100%.
It's an elite premium one. It's the most premium of the range. So it's definitely worth checking out. It is more expensive than average pre-workout, no doubt about that. But ultimately, your body wants the best type of fuel, doesn't it? And this, you can't argue with it.
No, it is a 10 out of 10 daily driver pre-workout.
Absolutely. So appreciate you guys watching at home. Let us know if you've used it. What do you think of it? Would you try it? Does it sound right to you? Have you tried anything else from Kaged Muscle? All helps the algorithms, guys, and we'll get back to you. So we do appreciate it. And it's at this stage of the review, we always say it. As always,
stay
stimmed, daily driver style. Cheers for watching.